if you remember from our last session, those of you who were present, this is a bicommunal event. It's not a competition, so we are not here to win something. Actually, everybody's going to win something. The children, most of them, most of all, they're going to go through a scientific approach of researching a subject and coming back with a solution. And then they are going, in the final event that we hope is going to be face-to-face, they are going to present their projects to all the other teams from both parts of the country. And this is something I am sure everybody who is here is very excited about it. And we've been planning this with Mert for quite some time now. Mert, would you like to say something about this?
Yes. First of all, if you are new to First Lego League, I want to say that you can do it. We will be always supporting you with the documents and with the trainings. So it's a really fun program. The kids love it. The families love it. It's been in more than 80 countries now, and thousands of kids are participating to First Lego League exhibitions and programs. So we hope to see all of you in the event.
Due to the pandemic this year, we will not be able to have the festivities that we have every year in the event. So probably it's not dancing with everybody this year. We're trying to see how we can handle that. But we are organizing some very nice activities, and I'm quite sure everyone is going to have a lot of fun. This year event is called Playmakers, and it's all about physical activity. And Lego, First Lego League actually is taking measures into including children with disabilities in the activities as well. So we are going to present you this year's event to start forming ideas. And also we're going to give you some necessary guidelines and of course talk about the actual event. Now, what is it about? It's about exploring the challenge. This year is about physical activity. Last year, every year actually it changes. Last year was about the buildings. The year before that was about the moon landing. It's important about all the children participating in the team to learn about the core values of FIRST. And the core values are discovery. We have to explore new skills and ideas and also research our subject. Our proposed solution has to be creative and innovative. You have to find some new ways to solve some issues. It must have an impact. If we actually go out there and implement that, it has to have a benefit for the rest of the community. And of course, we have to be inclusive. We are a team, all the children are a team, and they are doing all the work. The coaches, the teachers, we are there just to help them, nothing else. And the children have to learn to respect each other and also respect the other teams as well. This is a team, so they have to show how they work together. And of course, it has to be fun. We are going there to have fun. We must have fun during the entire procedure. We are going there to have fun, to meet new friends, and hopefully to be there the next year and the next year. So this is the circle of how the team is going to work. We have to explore a subject, create a model, which is the least important thing, to be quite honest, test the model and test your project, and then share it. And this is a circle because it goes through improvements. The team model is just part of what we're going to do. And there are some questions Now with the pandemic and the lockdowns and everything, children are not allowed to share building blocks. So how are they going to work? Well, it's quite simple. The project that we're going to form is the main part of what you are going to present through the poster. I'm going to talk about that in a while. Once you come up with the idea of what you are going to create, then you can let children create their own part of the model, so they don't have to share blocks if that's restricted because of the measures. We can help you with that and offer guidelines and suggestions. This is the most creative part, where you are going to help your students create the poster with which they are going to present their work. So in the project, they have to present how they came up with the idea, how they created and tested it, and with who they shared it. We shared the ideas not only with our the other teachers or students in our school, but with the people who will be responsible in real life to go out there and implement them. Let's say we come up with some fun activities for the park in our neighborhood, then probably we should include the mayor as well. And of course, in the actual activity, we're going there to celebrate the event, to get our medals, and get our to have fun. Now, every year we have a story that guides our project. This is May and this is Marco. They don't like to stand still, but they also notice that a lot of people, they're not doing any physical activity. So because they know that when you're into physical activity, it keeps you healthy and keeps you strong, they want to encourage other people to engage in such activities as well. So they come up with ideas that they want to share to engage other people as well. And this is where you come. You have to think about ways to create either a new type of game that has to do with physical activity, or to improve games that are already in your school or in your neighborhood or in your favorite place. Maybe come up with games that can be played with people with disabilities. That's why in the Lego set you also have a Lego kit with a wheelchair. And this is something that we would really like to see in your project. In order to help you with this, we have the team meeting guide and the engineer's notebook that will help you use the Explore set that each team is going to receive. And of course, you can also use additional Lego bricks to create the model of your project. Mert, would you like to talk a bit more about the books?
Yes. And regarding the Explore set, starting from a few years ago, Lego started to pack the Lego bricks and the other parts in different kind of bags, and they started to put numbers on it. Before they were just coming in one box. But now when you receive the Explore set, you will see some numbers on the bags, and that will guide you as well. This Explore set, in this Explore set, you see on the left, this is the main thing that the kids are going to build, but this is not the only thing in the box. In the box, there are some other base plates and some other like trees and minifigures and different kind of blocks like accessories, minifigs. So there are lots of many other Lego bricks and parts in the Explore set as well. So this is not the only part, this is not the only set that they are building. So This, yes, has to be on every project, but other than that, because I had some questions about it, other than this, you will receive some other Lego parts as well. And regarding the booklets that we are going to give you, we have two kind of books. One of them is the engineering book, and the other one is the team guidebook. Let me share my screen if I can.
Okay, I stopped presenting, so probably now you can.
Okay. Oops, no, not this one. Sorry.
Great.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Now this one, let's start with the team meeting guide. Team meeting guide is a book for you, for the teachers, for the coaches. In this book, you will be guided through how to form a team, what kind of things you will need in a team. So from the day one to the end of the exhibition, all you need is this book actually. But other than that, we will be always supporting you about the projects and the things that you need. This book, actually, first Lego League says that it's better to divide your sessions into 12 different groups, 12 different meetings or sessions. And each session, they give you like the introduction part with a game, and then that day's tasks, and then at the end another game with a tidy up session and sharing session. So starting from day one, from session 1 to session 12, you will have all the details in this book. We will be sharing this book with you. There are the checklists, and also how to use the engineering book, and tips and tricks. And also at the end of the book, you will see some like these flashcards, and these will be also used to teach the kids programming. Maybe you are not familiar with coding, maybe you are not familiar with Legos, but still it's not a big problem for you. We will be helping you by with the software, with the coding part. It's really easy, and the kids are quite well about it, and they really get used to it after a few hours, let's say. The other book is called the engineering book, and this book is designed for the children. It's more like a workbook that we use in our schools. It has the fill in the blank parts, it has the drawing parts. So when you organize sessions or lead the meetings, every day they will have some mini tasks or mini places, pages on their engineering books to fill. This is not something that you have to do, but in order to keep everything organized, or let's say if you are new to First Lego League, these books and guidelines will really help you. Alexandros, do you want to add anything else?
Just to clarify, to avoid any misunderstandings, that these books, even though we would like to have them in print, we have them in digital. So we're going to give you the digital files, the PDFs of the books. And they don't quite, they're not quite absolutely necessary to follow the guidelines for the 12 sessions. You can follow your own plan if you want, so don't worry about it. But they are quite helpful.
And sometimes the parents or the coaches ask me, do we have to meet 12 times? No, it's not necessary. If you want, you can even do it in, maybe if you are a group of, let's say, 4 to 6 kids, you can even finish it in maybe 3 sessions, 4 sessions, depending on the time you spend on each session. If you extend the time on the sessions, depending on the group dynamics, you don't have to do exactly 12 sessions, or if you really enjoy it, if you want to do more with the kids, you can do as many sessions as you like until the event date.
And of course, we're going to, as Mert said, we're going to support you with additional online meetings. So, and of course, at any point you need some more coaching help from us, we'll be here. You can send us a message, and we can arrange even private, personal sessions for further help. So we are here to help you.
Yeah, and Pavlos has just asked a question. Can we find these books in Greek or in Turkish? We will have the books in 3 different languages. It's going to be in English, in Greek, and in Turkish. Just to add one more thing, if you are a foreign language teacher, or if you want to do these events in English, it also helps kids to, sometimes it's not easy to teach English to kids, but when it is with an event like this, or with the Lego bricks and Lego sets, it's much easier. So you can use these sets also to improve the children's English and their language, let's say, levels, or as an English course. But yes, we will going to provide the books in Greek, in Turkish, and in English. You can pick any of them.
Yes. Now, about the actual event, and of course we can answer any questions that you have. The actual event, the best scenario is to have it Home for Cooperation. You've probably been at the Home for Cooperation.
Alexandros, can you share the screen again?
Oh, sorry. Apologies. I thought it was already showing. Yes. Give me a minute. Is it? No. Sorry. Screen. Yes. No. Hopefully, the main event is going to take place at the Home for Cooperation. It's a very nice place in case you haven't been here. It's in the center of Nicosia. You don't have to go there by car. I mean, you don't have to cross to the other side, and with all for the difficulties that will make, you can actually walk from the crossing points. It's very, very short distance. And because of the COVID situation, we're going to locate all the teams in the street, and we're going to make sure there are not going to be any cars there or any issues. We're going to take care of that. We are taking every measure to ensure that the face-to-face event is going to be a safe place for all the children, all the participants. So it's going to be held outside. Every team is going to have their own table, and we're going to have at least 2 judges per 5 teams. These are not judges with a strict term. These are people who are going to come and evaluate the project and give constructive feedback to all the teams. So nothing to discourage the children. They're going there to listen, and the children are going to have the opportunity of presenting their project. All the judges are bilingual and even trilingual. So each team will present the project in their own language. And this is something that we want to have, the children speaking in the language that they're more familiar and accustomed. Of course, if the older children, they want to talk to each other and they want to speak in English, we encourage them for that. But we also have volunteers when students will be presenting to the other students, they will do the translations. Teams, of course, we have a safe distance. There are not going to be any shared hands-on activities. Usually in first Lego League, we have activities for the children. Because of the safety precautions, we won't be able to have any such things. We're going to have music and some presentations, oral presentations there that the children can listen to. And of course, we're going to have meals and water for every member of the team participating there. We're going to have a schedule for the team presentations. The evaluators, the judges, going to move from table to table, and we will allow the teams in a scheduled session to visit other teams in order to learn about their projects. It goes without saying that toilets for the children will be cleaned constantly. Unfortunately, the opening and closing ceremonies is the best part of the festivities. We're going to tone them down to ensure that children are not going to be crowded. But we will think of some activities that are going to be fun while at the same time students are keeping their distances. Now, the second scenario is if the situation is not that good and the teams are not allowed to participate, because a no-go is even if one part says, okay, my teams can participate, and the other part says, no, I think we can't. The main point is for all teams to be there at the same place. So even if half the teams cannot make it, then we go to the virtual event. For the virtual event, LEGO is preparing an online platform that we can upload our projects, and we can do a presentation, and children from one team can view the projects from the other team and leave comments. So it's going to be a totally virtual event. Hopefully we'll have some freedom in order to do some video presentations as well. And we will give you more information on what to expect by April. The main event is scheduled for end of May or early June. So if we see that it's not going to be feasible to be at the same place, then we're going virtual, and we'll give you all the necessary guidelines in order to participate. In any case, the students have either virtual or face-to-face, they have 5 to 6 minutes for the presentations and another 2 or 3 minutes for the questions. It might sound a bit short, but actually that's not. It's part of the preparation to be able to explain in a very short amount of time what they have and receive questions, and children are going to have to present their project to other children as well. Coaches and group photos will be taken, so we will need the consent of parents. Goes without saying, if a parent does not want to consent for photos for the children, we will not get them. And children will present in their own language, of course. For the adults, including trainers, coaches, judges, any other adult in the premise, masks are unfortunately mandatory unless we have other instructions. But for at least for now, if we're going to hold it tomorrow, we will be wearing masks, unfortunately. But we can also be creative. I mean, we can draw on the masks, we can wear hats, we can wear crazy outfits. The same goes with the children. So think of it as festivities. They can dress with any kind of clothes they like, just to be fun. Think of it like a carnival, a science festival. That's it. So our next step, we're going to have a follow-up meeting around the end of February. We're going to send you a schedule for that. We're going to organize coaching online meetings. And of course, we hope by March, we could deliver the packages to all the teams. But as we explained earlier, the actual Lego bricks and the actual model is probably a later part of the project. You must first decide on the project, decide what you're going to do, come up with your solution, and then build the model. So me and Mert, and I have to say that Mert is much, much more experienced than anyone else on First Lego League. We will be here for you and help you and guide you in any way we can. Mert?
Thank you very much, Alexandros. I think you covered all. If you have any questions, we will be happy to answer them. Or if you want, you can even send them as an email to us if you don't have any questions at the moment. So for our next meeting, we will be actually, we are trying to find a sooner time for delivering the sets, but because of the current situation, it will take some time as the pandemic is not going very well. But hopefully, with the spring, the best scenario is to have it in May. If we cannot, we plan to make it in June. Beginning of June, as Alexandros said, but if we cannot do it, we have the other option to have it online. To be honest, we both want to do it face-to-face, but we are not sure about it. So if you have any questions, please let us know now.
Yes, Maria?
Yes, I want to ask something. So now we start by studying ways of training of people. Is the first step, if I understand well.
Actually, the first step is to form your team.
Yes,
When you,
besides that.
yeah, okay. If you form your team, then the next step might be we can deliver you the books. Actually, the books are, I think, ready in English. They are, yes, they are ready in English, but I have to check if they are ready in Greek as well. So we can send you the engineering books and the team guiding books, and you can start having your first sessions with your teams, Maria. Maybe you can have the first session to decide on the name of the team and have some games, or from the links given from the books or the First Lego League website, you can watch some short video clips and try to think about how you can help others to have an active life. And by that time, I guess we will be able to deliver you the sets in early March.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
If you can't see my camera, can you see my camera? Because I can't see myself. So this
No,
is,
we cannot.
no, you okay? Let me enable the camera. I don't know why. I have switched it on. Can you see now? Can you see me now?
No.
Okay. I don't know why. Because I'm holding here the Lego model. I just wanted to show the actual model and the package. But my camera seems to refuse to cooperate. Anyway, we're going to send you by email today the books in English, and we're going to see if we have them available in Greek and Turkish to post them as well. So you can start thinking about your project. Our suggestion is try to include as many girls as possible, because usually in FLL we see more boys, and when we talk about that, the first response we get is that girls are not interested. So please try to get more girls involved in this. Okay, we see no questions here.
Ipek, Miss Ipek has a question. Is there room for new teams?
Room for?
Is there any room for new teams, or is the list already full?
Well, I think initially we talked about 20 teams in total. I think this is something we should discuss, because ideally it would be great even if we could have 100 teams. The problem is how to manage with the pandemic situation, that we have to have the distance. Let's discuss this, Merck, before we say yes or no. Let's discuss this between us, and we can come back to for more. So please give us.
At the moment, we have 32 applications.
Okay.
So, and our maximum number is 20. So we have to, again, ask the people if they are really into it, and get the final numbers. But when we increase the number from 20, all the exhibition dynamics change. We need more, let's say, judges, and everything changes. So it's best to keep it to 20 teams. And hopefully, maybe we can have another one. Or just like you said, for the next year, we hope to have hundreds of teams all over the island, or maybe we can do it in some other places of the island as well.
Yes, that would be great. But I think, as you say, the dynamics change, and unfortunately for this year, we have to take into account the problem with the pandemic and the distances and everything. This is, unfortunately, a factor that it's really constraining. But it's good that we have interest for more. This is very good. Let's discuss about this and see what we can do about it without giving promises.
Do you have any other questions?
Yes, please.
Hi. I just wanted to ask you, I mean, because I have a couple of children in my mind, but if the lockdowns continue, we won't be able to meet up and do our project. So how are we going to do this? I mean, we can't do much online. For example, my two kids, I'm going to be their coach. My two kids can do their projects at home, but with the other team members, we won't be able to meet up. So like, I mean, you said there will be limited teams. I was thinking maybe we just like gather a couple of teams together and then make one team. But then if the lockdowns continue, then we won't be able to meet up. So how are we going to do about this?
Yes, this is a very serious constraint. What I would suggest, and of course we can listen to a lot of suggestions on how other people are working on that. What I would suggest is that start coordinating the project as a project using Skype or Viber or whatever you can with the children. Of course, if you go for very young children, then probably that's not very easy. But if you go to 10-year-old children, maybe it's easier to do it online, at least the preparation and the project for that. For the actual building of the model, then yes, of course, you will have to have actual meetings with the children. We understand the complexities, and unfortunately, there is no simple solution. Unfortunately.
I guess we will just wait and see how it goes.
Sorry?
I guess we will just wait and see how it goes then.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
And what I can suggest is, as Alexandros said, you can spend February, actually until May, we have quite a lot of time. So maybe in February, during the lockdown, the kids can just do their research. Maybe from little bit from on the YouTube, little bit on the web. They can maybe collect some images and even draw their own play areas, because most of the kids know the TV show from both communities, Survivors. So they can create their own obstacle course, maybe on the paper, or try to design something. And we can spend February with this. And hopefully in March, if everything goes well, then with the sets, as we deliver the sets, you can share it with your team members, because there is, in a team, the maximum number of children is 6, and there are 6 base plates. So if someone can try to divide the sets equally, maybe some of your team members can build the actual set, and the others with the base plates, they can create their own obstacle course, and then if everything goes well, they can put every base plate together and form their field as well.
Yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to be creative this year in how we deal with this. At the same time, however, we would like to kindly ask you to make sure that you will be able to compensate, to find solutions for this. If you feel that it's going to be impossible to work then maybe you have to take into consideration whether it's possible to actually participate. Of course, we don't want to exclude anybody. But the biggest problem is working with our students, not so much as actually presenting the project. That's probably going to be much easier. All right, I suggest if there are no other questions, and of course we can also ask questions if something comes up later or tomorrow. I suggest we close it here. We can let you think about your plans and how you feel about working with your students on this project, finalize the teams, and then we can organize another meeting just to start the project and focus on starting the project. Is that okay with everybody?
I guess it's okay. And also, if you will be more comfortable in your own language, Alexandros can organize some trainings in Greek. I can arrange some meetings in Turkish so that we cover every question that you have.
Yes, yes, we could do some side meetings. What we would love to see is our teachers, I'm also a primary school teacher, exchanging ideas, so we can, of course, organize meetings in both languages, but also organize some meetings in English, because we want to have you here and exchanging ideas between you. That's part of the benefit of this project, not only for our students to come together, but also for us to communicate and collaborate. Just a suggestion here, maybe the first starting, let's say, meeting can be in Greek and in Turkish. And then we can have a follow-up meeting with everybody here once the teams have thought of their ideas in order to discuss their ideas. How about that?
That's okay. That's doable.
Yes, because this is part of the creative process.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
what I could do, if any fellow teacher would like that, we can even do a video conference with our students in the morning. So each side can present, each team can present their ideas to the other team. I mean, I'm welcome for that if anybody would like to organize something like that. I think this would be great.
Yeah, the only thing is the children go to different schools and their program is all different.
True.
Some of them have online sessions early in the morning. So of course we can come up with the suitable time for everybody, and that would be great. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you, and hope to see you in our next meeting. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or Alexandros. And bye-bye.
All right. Have a good night.